When you grow up in the 1970s, you have favorites on television that some 50 years later remain in your mind all the time. This gentleman became more into presence in Canada in recent days because Black History Month NTV or now Newfoundland Television has been showing the repeats of the 1977 Roots miniseries where this actor played a huge role. Now, in recent months, we're hearing allegations of certain members of his family committing elder abuse against him. This is not what the podcast is for. We'll let that play out, and if you want to find out more about that online, you can. I encourage you to find out our part of the story. But this podcast is directly about this talented man's career. I met him at a Framingham Megafest in the U.S. in Massachusetts a number of years ago. Was very, very impressed by his presence and his personality, his kindness, and all I can say is that my life has been made better because I've been a fan of his pretty well for the last 50 some years. John Amos. Now, John Amos, again, we were growing up, Good Times, Roots, a whole bunch of characterizations, including the Mary Tyler Moor Show. Now, born John Allen Amos Jr. in Newark, New Jersey. Again, best known for his role as the adult Kunta Kinte, picking up the LeVar Burton start to the part in the landmark 1977 miniseries Roots, and for portraying James Evans Sr. on the CBS television series Good Times. Amos's other television work includes Mary Tyler Moor, where he was one of the few black character actors on U.S. comedy shows in the early 1970s, a recurring role as Admiral Percy Fitzwallace on The West Wing, and a role of Washington, D.C. Mayor Ethan Baker in the series The District. He has also appeared on the Broadway stage and his numerous films in his 5-decade career. Now, nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Roots and an NAACP Image Award. On film, he has played numerous supporting roles in popular movies such as The Beastmaster, Coming to America, Lock Up, Die Hard 2, and Coming to America in 2021. Prior to his acting career, he played college football at Colorado State University. He also had a brief pro football career, which included spending a portion of the 67 off season for the AFL's Kansas City Chiefs. Now, again, alma mater is Colorado State University. Born on, again, December 27, 1939 in Newark. He was the son of Annabelle and John A. Amos Sr., an auto mechanic. He grew up in the beautiful community of East Orange, New Jersey, and graduated from East Orange High School in 1958. He enrolled at Long Beach City College and graduated from Colorado State University, qualifying as a social worker with a degree in sociology. He also played in the school's football team, and after college, he was a Golden Gloves boxing champion. Very sturdy guy, a body type, very similar. You would see O.J. Simpson or some of the great black CFL quarterbacks of the 1970s in that era. Now, in 1964, he signed a free agent contract with the AFL's Denver Broncos. Unable to run the 40-yard dash because of a pulled hamstring, he was released on the second day of training camp. He then played with the Canton Bulldogs and Joliet Explorers of the UFL. In 1965, he played with the Norfolk Neptunes and the Wheeling Ironmen of the Continental Football League. In 1966, he took the field with the Jersey City Jets and the Waterbury Orbits of the Atlantic Coast Football League. In 1967, Amos signed a free agent contract with the AFL's Kansas City Chiefs. Coach Hank Stram told him, "You're not a football player, you're a man who's trying to play football." He returned to the Continental League, where he played that year with the Victoria Steelers. Now, when he turned his life to acting, he became well known in his first major TV role, playing Gordie Howard, the weatherman on the Mary Tyler Moor Show from 1972 until 1973. Upon the death of Betty White, Amos and Joyce Bulifant, who played Marie Slaughter, became the last surviving semi-regular cast members of the show, not counting child actors. Now, in 1971, ironically, he appeared with Anson Williams in a commercial for McDonald's. But he's best known, again, as his portrayal of James Evans Sr., the husband of Florida Evans, first appearing 3 times on the sitcom Maude, before continuing a role in 61 episodes of Good Times from 1974 to 1976. Now, this Norman Lear spin-off, kind of a double spin-off of All in the Family and Maude, and, of course, Florida being the kind of housekeeper and confidant of B. Arthur's character. Now, in this Good Times, where he was a couple of seasons, Although cast as a hard-working middle-aged father of three, Amos was 34 when the show began production in 73, only 8 years older than the actor who played his oldest son, Jimmy Walker, and 19 years younger than his screen wife Esther Roll. Much like Roll, Amos wanted to portray a positive image of an African-American family struggling against the odds in a poor neighborhood, but saw the premise slighted by lower comedy, and he expressed dissatisfaction. Now, during his tenure at Good Times, Amos openly clashed with the writers of the show due to the script's lack of authenticity in portraying the African American experience. This led to his dismissal by executive producer Norman Lear at the end of season 3 in 76. In a 2017 interview, Amos said he had told the writers who, according to Amos, did not understand African Americans. This doesn't happen in the community. We don't think that way. We don't act that way. We don't let our children do that. And the way he was literally killed off in the show was a shame. Now, in 80, he had a major comeback. He starred in the TV film Alcatraz, The Whole Shocking Story, which gave him a presence that he wanted. He said in published reports this was a role that he really sunk his teeth into. Now, Amos eventually played an Archie Bunker-style character in the 94 sitcom 704 Hauser, a modern spin-off of All in the Family, but it was canceled after only 5 episodes. In the series, he played a different character than he did in the All in the Family spin-off mod. He also portrayed Captain Dolan on the TV show Hunter from 84 to 85. He also co-starred in the CBS police drama The District. Now, a frequent guest on The West Wing, he portrayed Admiral Percy Fitzwallace, who serves as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff for most of the show. He also played Buzz Washington in the ABC series Men in Trees. He also co-starred with Auntie Anderson in a short-lived TV series All About the Andersons in Old Tree. Now, in 2010, he came back to sitcom land and appeared as a recurring character Ed on 2.5 Men. And in 2016, as another recurring character, also coincidentally, named Ed on the Netflix sitcom The Ranch. He has guest starred in a number of other TV shows, including Police Story, A-Team, The Cosby Show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, In the House, Martin as Sergeant Hamilton and Strawn, Tommy's Father, Touched by an Angel, Psych, Sanford and Son, My Name is Earl, Lie to Me, and Murder, She Wrote. He's also appeared as spokesperson for the Cochrane Film Firm, a national personal injury law firm. Now, Amos eventually wrote and produced Haley's Comet, a critically acclaimed one-man play that he's performed across the world. He also performed in August Wilson's Gem of the Ocean on Broadway, and later on at the MacArthur Theater in Princeton, New Jersey. Now, the aspect, excuse me, of Roots. Now, ABC TV miniseries Roots, where a lot of people were getting cameo roles, he had a big mini part, pretty well in the 3rd episode mostly, as the adult Kunta Kinte, and the miniseries is based on the book by author Alex Haley. Amos was also featured in Disney's The World's Greatest Athlete with Tim Conway and Jan Michael Vincent. Saw that as a kid. That was going way back. And also starred as Kansas City Mac in Let's Do It Again with Cosby and Poitier. His other film appearances, including Vanishing Point, The President's Plane is Missing, Touched by Love, The Beastmaster, Dance of the Dwarfs, American Flyers, Coming to America, Lock Up, Two Evil Eyes, Die Hard 2, and Ricochet. Now, he also appeared in a 95 film For Better or Worse and played a police officer in the Players Club. He played Uncle Virgil in My Baby's Daddy in 2004 and starred as Judd in Dr. Dolittle 3 in 2006. In 2012, Amos had a role in Medea's Witness Protection as Jake's father. He also appeared in Ice Cube and Dr. Dre's 95 video for Natural Born Killers. In 2009, he released We Were Hippies, an album of original country songs by Gene and Eric Cash. In 2021, Amos starred in Because of Charlie as the patriarch of an estranged stepfamily riding out the hurricane that tore through Florida in 2004. Now, in addition to his Emmy nomination for Roots, Amos has been nominated for a Cable Ace Award, a NAACP Image Award, and a DVD Exclusive Award. Amos has won 3 TV Land Awards, taking home trophies for his roles on MTM, Good Times, and of course Roots. In 2020, he was inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame. Now, a honored veteran of the 50th Armored Division of the New Jersey National Guard, he's an honorary Master Chief of the United States Coast Guard. Amos has been married twice. His first marriage from 65 to 75 was to artist and equestrian Noel Mickelson, with whom he has 2 children. Now, Shannon Amos, a writer, producer, and founder of Afterglow Multimedia, and Grammy-nominated director Casey Amos are their children. Now, the acrimonious relationship between Shannon and Casey over the care given to their parents has unfortunately been documented by The Hollywood Reporter. His second marriage from 78 to 79 was to actress Lillian Lehman. Now, Amos lived for many years in Tewksbury Township, New Jersey. In 2018, he moved to Colorado. In 2003, he resided in Westcliff, Colorado, where unfortunately the Colorado Bureau of Investigation was looking into accusations of elder abuse. Again, not for me to state on that. You can read up on that, but this podcast is just directly about his great career. Now, filmography, he was also in the seminal Sweetback's Badass Song as Johnny Amos, playing a biker. Now, the key TV, of course, original Bill Cosby Show, MTM, The Funny Side, Love American Style, The New Dick Van Dyke Show, Sanford and Son, Maude, Good Times, Police Story, Future Cop, Roots, Alcatraz, The Whole Shocking Story, the TV miniseries. Here's Boomer, Insight, The Love Boat, The A-Team, Trapper John M.D., Hardcastle, McCormick, Hunter. He was on One Life to Live for a little while in '86. Murder, She Wrote, Stingray, You Are the Jury, Beauty and the Beast, Bonanza, The Next Generation, The Cosby Show, the new version, Gideon Oliver, 704 Hauser, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He played Fred Wilkes in 3 episodes. In the House, played 12 episodes. Touched by an Angel, Martin, Walker, Texas Ranger, Kicking a Hill, The West Wing, Something to Sing About, The Outer Limits, and a very interesting episode called Zigzag. Disappearing Acts, The District, American Masters, All About the Andersons, Voodoo Moon, Men in Trees, Psych, My Name is Earl, 2.5 Men, Royal Pains, 30 Rock, Lie to Me, NYC 22, The Ranch, Ballers, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, Live in front of a studio audience, Lasso G, and The Righteous Gemstones. So again, a very, very intense and important career. But the Kunta Kinte performance, it's hard to explain because of his muscularity and his physical presence. He played Kunta Kinte as kind of the more aggressive and physically imposing version of LeVar Burton's character. But Amos played that role to a certain extent. All the black actors in Roots should have got honorary Emmys for this because he each brought their own experience as a black man to the part. And when I watched the original Roots, I liked his performance as Kunta Kinte better than LeVar Burton because LeVar Burton wasn't a fully formed actor at the time. And with John Amos, we knew him from Good Times. We knew him from Mary Tyler Moore. He has this twinkle. He always had this twinkle in his eye. A very handsome, very debonair guy. I would like to see put him kind of like a James Bond style of action movie. I would really enjoy that. But like I said, we're sorry to hear in recent months of the controversy with his family. But again, we're not here to judge. And I wanted to do this just as a celebration of the fact NTV took a lot of risks to show Roots pretty well uncut on their Saturday Night Showcase, because a lot of the language that's used in the show, although it's very inappropriate, was very of its time, and that's hard to do for any network to look back and say, listen, they use these words, but there was context behind it. But John Amos could have not have done Roots to the level of popularity and success and dramatization it was, because he outacted Robert Reed, Lorne Greene, Vic Morrow, Gary Collins in just that third episode. That's 4 big actors. He was outacting everybody. And the way he feels sorry for himself after his foot is cut off is probably one of the most interesting, recoveries in fictional TV history, where yes, he's trying to escape. He was using his speed to get away, and he cut off his foot. To give him an option to Gary Collins' character, will he cut off his wing wong or do he cut off his part of his foot so he don't run again? So I mean, not saying it's a Sophie's Choice type of choice, as we say, because that's a whole different concept altogether. But I really, I watched that episode 3 of Roots again this weekend before I did this podcast. I am still impressed. It's been 47 years since I saw his performance there, and like my dad said, he's come a long way from just being an afterthought on Good Times. When Mary Tyler Moore came out, he also did a variety show with Gene Kelly, I think, at the time too. If I'm not mistaken, you can correct me on that. And that was interesting as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our tribute podcast today to the great John Amos, let me know what you think with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. And don't forget, requests are always appreciated and always highly considered. Bye.